What is up, Moonlight Army? Today we're going to continue our conquest of Limgrave, starting with Mistwood, but first we're going to stop by the Artist's Shack and pick up a very important painting. Hope everyone's doing well today. And today we're wielding one of my favorite... Today we're wielding one of my favorite flails in the game, the Bastard Stars. Nice. This is one of my favorite Ashes of War in the entire game. It's a lot of work. Smithing Stone 1. And paintings in Elden Ring are a very interesting little treasure hunt. This one is called Homing Instinct. Let's take a good look at it. Work of a wandering artist, reminiscence of a painting titled Homing Instinct. The painter is said to have captured the landscape scene during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. So in a little while, once we're done with Mistwood and Eastern Limgrave, we'll take a good look at that. How is everyone's Sunday treating them? Hopefully well. And up ahead, we will be rescuing an NPC from some demi-humans.
Is anybody there? Grant me. Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny.
Okay, there we go.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested. Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool! And plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
Okay, so he gives us a nice little quest to take back his fort. And we'll be taking care of that pretty quick here. Pick up the Sacred Tear, even though we don't need it. Read the lore on that for you. Blessing of the Erdtree, worshipped in the churches of all lands. This is but a faint vestige. Increases the potency of a sacred flask's restorative effects. Can be used after resting at a site of grace. During the age of the Erdtree, these tears were used to spread the faith. For theirs was once a certain blessing. And we're going to have a little chat with Melina.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
We're certainly interested.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Okay, so what you just talked about there was the banishing of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, who, after the defeat of his last worthy enemy, lost the luster in his eyes. Godfrey was previously known as Horalu, a great warrior and a chieftain of the Badland tribes. We saw him in the opening cinematic, crucified with his beast regent Sarosh. Got a lesser rune bear here. Goes down fairly easy. And we've got another rune bear right here. Come on. go. Beautiful. Let's continue heading towards the Mistwood. Towards Fort Height, I mean. Got another sleeping Arun bear right here. Come on. There we go. Now, if you hear that howling, that is another NPC that we shall be meeting here fairly quick. Let me open up the gestures menu.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Never the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
And that is Blythe the Half-Wolf. He's a servant of Ronnie the Witch, who we will also be meeting here momentarily. But first and foremost, we are going to take Mr. Height's fort back. I'm not going to worry about the demi-humans. They're not too big of a threat. Down to Deb's. Half hour, 45 minutes. Okay. Love you too. To get it,
Yeah, I might. I feel like I'm pretty shit. I literally woke up at 4 today, right? Then go back to sleep. And then Biden got me back in bed, and then I just passed out for like 4 fucking hours, and I'm like, I can't live like this.
okay. Sorry about that silence, everybody. Just had to take care of something. As you can see there, we took care of the Knight of Godric that was commandeering Fort Height. And from him we received the Ash of War, Bloody Slash. Let's see if I can find that for you. Ash of War, Bloody Slash. Blood Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. From a low stance, coat the blade in your own blood to unleash a rending blood slash with a wide arc. Usable on swords, colossal swords accepted. So we are now going to head back to where Kenneth Height currently is at and have a little talk with him to let him know we've taken care of his problem. Not going to worry about the troll, we're just going to head right up there.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
And for helping out Kenneth Height, we received the Erdsteel Dagger. Take a look at that one as well. We've got a couple, actually. An Erdsteel Dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade. Carried by the Erdtree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack powers also scales with faith. So we are now going to head back to the Church of Ella.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
We can, in fact, call upon the spectral steed.
As I had hoped,
was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
And from Rena, we received the Lone Wolf Ashes.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Okay.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erdtree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
And now we're going to head to our first ever jail to take on the Bloodhound Knight Darrowil. And we'll receive some assistance from the half-wolf Blythe. You can see the dark moon, which Ren of the Witch serves in the night sky, hanging over the lesser Erdtree and the main Erdtree. Truly beautiful. The dark moon is believed to be one of the outer gods that has been discussed in this game, which seem to be fighting for dominance and control over the lands between. And here we are at the Forlorn Hound Everjail. Let's examine it and enter. And we'll summon Blythe.
Darrowil, rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Oh, this game is amazing. The beauty of Elden Ring and all Souls games, in my opinion, is the variety for which you can create a build. You can be as overpowered or underpowered as possible, and it It is amazing. So let's have a little chat with Blythe to see how he feels after that fight.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize. Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
And we'll be talking to his blacksmith friend a few episodes from now. I am currently trying to keep my playstyle region locked. For example, the way I plan on playing this game for you guys is going to be for the following. We start in Limgrave, then we head to Liurnia after defeating Godric, who is right in this area. Then after that we take on Caelid and the Dragon Barrow. And after that we will head to Altus, all the way up to Leyndell. We'll begin the quest line of the Volcano Manor, which involves taking on different Tarnished. And after that we will go to the Mountaintops of Giants, then the Consecrated Snowfield, and finally the Halig Tree before returning to Leyndell, which will become the capital of Ash, to take on the final few bosses. So let's continue on to the Weeping Peninsula. But first, I think we will actually take a bit of a detour to go grab the... what is it called? Oh yes, the reward for the homecoming painting. Get some Erdtree flowers and Golden Rune, Tier 1. Touch the Grace. Another Golden Rune. And here we are. Here's the painting. Or the painter. And we receive the Incantation Scarab. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Oh. Golden Scarab worn directly on the head. These scarabs roll clumps of incantations during their labors. Slightly reduces the FP costs of incantations, but increases damage taken. As a scarab approaches death, it abandons its rolled treasure and stretches its wings wide for the long journey to its home nest. Oh, I love this Ash of War. Let's continue. Let's talk to Melina again.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Earth Tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father at the castle? My soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
And we are now going to take on the Weeping Peninsula. We do have a few nighttime bosses here, so what I'm going to do is reset the time. And here's the next knight's cavalry. I believe there are 9 of them in the game. Another one down. Now, if we're lucky, we should be able to take down the Deathbird up ahead as well, relatively easily. Here we are. Sacrificial axe. Let's go ahead and read that one real fast. Hatchet used an ancient sacrificial rite. A deathbird is depicted as a malevolent deity. The power of the rite yet lingers. A small amount of FP is restored upon slaying a foe. And we're going to take on I believe it's called the Impaler's Catacombs. There we go. And here we go. And I believe we'll receive Lutal the Head... Oh, no. Demi-Human Ashes. Got it mixed up. Let's turn to the entrance and head to the next dungeon. I believe we will head to the Earthbore Cave. Come on. Gotcha. Beautiful. I think the one complaint I've had about this game is that it just feels like there's not enough variety in the boss fights. You'll end up fighting the Erdtree Watchdog several times throughout the game in different dungeons, and I just feel like they could have done something more. Anyway, let's head on to the next dungeon. Okay, and this is Morn Tunnel. We're not going to worry about going through the entirety of it. We're just going to drop down and take on the boss. Grab that Arteria leaf. Okay, and here goes. I believe this is the Scaly Misbegotten. There we go. And we received the Rusted Anchor. A rusty anchor wielded as a weapon. Each of its 4 flukes is thick and sharp, enabling piercing attacks. When the Tarnished left the lands between with their lord, one boat alone was said to have been left behind. It's talking more about the Long March of the Tarnished. And we're going to take on one more dungeon with any luck. I don't know how much time I currently have. But we're going to take this Spirit Spring.
unspoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed, return to the lands between, wage war, and brandish the Elden Ring, grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
And it looks like we're running out of time, so what we will do instead is take on the first of the Erdtree avatars. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that should be a wrap for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving us a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, this has been Moonlight Warrior Gaming.